Okay, let's jump right in. We're doing a deep dive today on a pretty specific piece of kit. It's the WolfPack HDMI to Coax adapter. Specifically, the sources you shared focus on one part, HDTV ECHS10001-R.
That's right. And our mission really is to unpack how this thing works for extending video signals. And maybe more importantly, flag the couple of really big gotchas you need to know about.
Right, because the whole idea is pretty appealing. You've got existing copes in the walls, and you want to send HDMI maybe, nearly 300 feet, way further than a normal HDMI cable can go.
Exactly. And running new Cato 6 cable for like an HD Bates extender, that can mean ripping up drywall. Nobody wants that.
No. So this promises to use that coax you already have. Simple idea.
Simple idea, but the execution has details. It transmits the full HDMI audio and video over one coax cable.
Okay, so it's an extender using existing wires, it's not converting signal types, like from a cable box feed to HDMI.
No, absolutely not. That's a common misconception. It's purely for extending an existing HDMI source. Think of it like a very, very long HDMI cable made of coax.
Got it. High-speed data path. Which brings us to maybe the biggest point of confusion, the SR part number.
Yes. Let's call this the half-a-bridge problem. It's
Yeah.
critical. That HDTV ECHS1001-R part number, that gets you one unit. Just one box.
Oh.
Of the send unit, the transmitter, or the receive unit. Plus a power adapter, of course. But only one end of the link.
Half a bridge. Okay, that's the kind of detail that leads to a very frustrating Saturday afternoon install. So let's hammer this home for you. If you see HSR on the end of that part number, you are only getting the sender or the receiver. It absolutely will not work by itself.
Correct. It's not standalone. You need the complete set, which is just HDTV ECHS10021, no SR, that gives you both boxes, the transmitter and the receiver.
Okay, so rule number one, make sure you buy the pair unless you're replacing one part of an existing set.
Exactly. And knowing that helps clarify what this isn't. Again, it won't take the coax from your cable company wall plate and turn it into HDMI, nor will it take an HDMI output and turn it into a standard coax signal for, say, an old TV tuner. Strictly point-to-point HDMI extension within your own system.
Okay, so assuming you've got the pair, the full kit, that leads us to the other big gotcha, installation, the wiring itself.
Yes. Rule number 2, and it's just as non-negotiable. To get that full range, which is up to 100 meters, so about 328 feet, you absolutely must remove any passive splitters in the coax line between the sender and receiver.
Wait, remove them? But coax lines in houses almost always have splitters. That's how you get cable TV to multiple rooms.
No. And yes, you have to physically bypass or remove them. It needs a direct, dedicated run.
Why is that so critical? Old analog signals just got weaker with splitters.
Right, they degraded gracefully, sort of. But digital is different, especially high-speed HDMI data. Passive splitters cut signal strength significantly, often by half or more at each split. This system needs a clean, strong path. Any splitter just kills the signal integrity.
Okay, so the source materials really stress this. Wire it directly. One clean run of 75 ohm coax, RG6, preferably dual or quad shield.
That's the requirement. You need that clean highway for the kind of performance it offers.
Speaking of performance, what are we talking about? Resolution? HDCP?
Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah.
The full set handles up to 1080p resolution. It's HDCP compliant, which is crucial for things like Blu-ray players or streaming boxes. Supports HDMI 1.3.
Okay. And any tech specs that stand out?
Bandwidth. It does mention a video amplifier bandwidth of 340 megahertz. That's quite fast. Indicates it's designed for high data rates.
340 megahertz, and it supports up to 36-bit color depth. So you should get a good picture without weird compression artifacts or washed out colors, even over that long distance.
Right. And connectors are standard HDMI type A female on the input-output sides. But the co-head connection itself uses BNC connectors.
BNC, the twist lock ones, like you see on professional video gear or older security cameras.
Exactly those. A reliable, secure connection for the COCOS part.
Okay, so let's recap this for you. The WolfPack HDMI over Coax system. It's a potentially great way to avoid tricky HDMI cable runs if you have existing coax, but you absolutely must follow the 2 golden rules. Rule 1, buy the complete pair, part number HDTV ECHS10021, not the single HSR unit unless replacing a part.
Crucial. And rule 2, you must have a direct, splitter-free coax run between the 2 units. No exceptions.
Got it. Okay, so before we wrap up, anything else interesting about this setup?
Well, one interesting little detail mentioned is its compatibility with DVI. If you use a simple HDMI to DVI Kentra cable, You can apparently use this system with older DVI equipment.
DVI. That's interesting. Most DVI was short-range computer monitor stuff.
Exactly.
So that actually leaves us with a pretty interesting thought for you to consider. How does this kind of adapter tech using Coax for long-distance runs potentially give a new lease on life to older DVI systems? Suddenly, gear that was tied to short cables could maybe be integrated into much larger building-wide distribution setups using existing Coax. Makes you think, doesn't it?